Okay, so it's come to my attention that people have irrational fears, which you don't need to be a scientist to know that it's not good to fear the irrational. You don't need to be a doctor. You don't need 5 years of medical school to know that fearing the irrational might be a waste of calories. So let's see if I can't disabuse you of these paranoid fantasies. Some people have even common phobias, all right? What's the number one most common phobia? Acrophobia, the fear of heights. It affects more than 6% of people. Guys, that's almost irrational. Height. Height is simply just a property of reality. I mean, I guess I can, maybe it's too early for this. Maybe it's too early to hedge my bets and give a caveat here. A great height that I can see, that I can even share with you, the average Joe. I fear heights. Okay, kill yourself. I fear great heights. I can see it. You mean you don't like the idea of falling out of a plane? That's grounded. That's grounded in experience, you know? But if you're afraid of heights because you fell off a slide on the playground growing up, you have some serious work to do. You need to go on a roller coaster. It's normal to have some degree of fear. Here, look, they say it. It's normal to have some degree of fear when encountering heights. This phobia involves an intense fear that can result in panic attacks and avoidance behaviors. If you're already up there and you start having a panic attack or an avoidance behavior, I think that's probably the worst thing you can do. In any situation where death is imminent, if you're dangling off of a great height, it's always good to preemptively start walking towards the light. Just get ready to die. Get ready to die. Aerophobia, fear of flying. Oh, you're in the sky, you're flying. Here's what I don't get about people who are afraid of flying. What are you gonna do about it? Just everyone else on the plane is accepting it. You know why? It's easy. The pilot is flying. The pilot is flying. Shouldn't that thought terminate all fear? Are you gonna rush the cabin and say, please let me do this? I don't trust you? That's a pilot. That's an ace. I have read. Let's see if I can even find this here. Co-pilot sleeping. No. Plane co-pilot. Voluntarily sleeping is generally forbidden. It's generally forbidden. Tell me that doesn't give you some real fear. The pilot saw the co-pilot was asleep and woke him. Here's what I think is common is when the plane is cruising, both pilots will fall asleep. One will wake up and find that his co-pilot is sleeping. Uh-oh. If you know that, then you're probably going to rush the cabin and say, please, someone awake should be in the cockpit right now. Someone awake should be there. Arachnophobia, fear of spiders. Okay. Spider. Spider. That's scary to you? That's a shape. It's a star. That's just a star. Almost looks like a plant. Looks like a leaf. Okay, you're afraid of the spider's face. Oh, you're afraid of the spider's face. It's like it's from another world. Oh no, a spider. Oh no, a spider. I mean, this should make you never fear a spider again. I mean, look at this guy. He got bit by a spider. Kyle, do you know who gets bitten by spiders? Rittenhouse. You'll be fine. They can catch a vibe, just like how bees can smell fear. Spiders only bite the cringe. Seriously, if someone walks around and they have a bug bite, like, oh yeah, you must be allergic to mosquitoes or something, like, I actually think it's a spider bite. Thump them. Thump them on the head. You did not get bit by a fucking spider while you were sleeping, idiot. They don't do that. You know how spiders are evil? They bite you in your sleep. No, they fucking don't. Unless you're Rittenhouse. Ophidiophobia. One of the most common phobias, the fear of snakes. Rittenhouse also recently got bit by a snake. Rittenhouse recently got eaten by a boa constrictor. Snake. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't fascinating. Yeah, these aren't just fascinating, they're, nasty. These are nasty. Ew, it's gonna slime in me. What are you worried about? You think they have slime? Ew, it's ucky. No. It just has a forked tongue. Relax. Cyanophobia, fear of dogs. Often associated with specific personal experiences, such as being bitten by a dog. This should not be a phobia. I have the fear of losing an arm to a wild or feral or poorly trained animal. I have the fear of a mortar launcher. Trypanophobia, fear of injections. Okay. You know what people don't fear the needle? They really don't. You know what people fear? They fear this. They fear this face. It doesn't matter what face you make. Somehow, every face you make when you're holding a needle is evil. You can have the most placid, tender smile of all, but if you're holding a needle, instantly, this is evil. Instantly. This guy, trying to mod you while he holds up a needle. If you made eye contact with this guy, in a park after getting an Amber Alert on your phone, you think, surely this guy knows who to call so we can rescue the child together. Then you glance in at his hand, you see he's got a blue latex glove and a needle. Now you know who took the child. Now you know. Don't hold needles. Oof. Ugh. I want to like you so bad. Please put that green liquid in the syringe down. The fear of thunder and lightning. Oh, it's loud, it's bright. I'm so scared of the thunderstorm, I need to turn on the TV. Newsflash. That's more lightning and thunder. The fear of being alone. Not for me. The excessive fear of germs and dirt. Wait, I thought this, misophonia. Let's give up on this real quick. I'm just gonna listen to misophonia. Try not to cringe challenge. Misophonia. Full blast.
You ever get upset when you hear a sound? This happens to me when I'm in a movie theater and the person next to me is breathing heavily. I can't get their breathing out of my head. It sounds like Darth Vader with the volume turned up to max. I can't get used to
This is what all viewers sound like to me. I just can't with spiders. It seems like it's a crazy animal with evil venom and many legs. I just can't with spiders. When I see a spider, I grab a can of Raid. No, seriously. You sound like a bitch, 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 you sound like a bitch. You sound like a total bitch. Like I said, it's okay to be afraid of dogs, they bite. It's not okay to be afraid of spiders, and I know that some of them bite, but they are tiny. They are tiny. Spiders are more afraid of you than you are of them. Shouldn't that be of some comfort as you, start having a seizure after getting brown reclused or black widowed? Shouldn't it be of some comfort that the spider only bit you because it was